Hello, everyone. This is the tour guide for the Joseph Geneva Monument in Empowerment Bracket. We're going to portray a short story of the historical background of our first president, Joseph Geneva, and also our heritage right here in Chile. Okay? I think you can take a look at the ocean. The ocean here. Right there, that's the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. The sea stage, the sea stage seen on the Mayflower. There's the Mayflower. The top of the ocean and the sun started the Falkland War and landed at one of our historical sites called the Providence Island. Right now, you take a look around here, you can see the demonstration of the arrival of the Christians. They were already said in 1822, right? The first landed in Sierra Leone at the Sherwood Island. There were a whole lot of discomfort already at the time called the Charles McCarthy, who was head of the colony there. McCarthy gave them some time and then on the ship, traveling on the coastal line, followed the path and landed at the Providence Island. There were 88 immigrants. 88 immigrants, men, women, and children. You can see them. You can see a struggle here of men who came back. Came back, they were all knowledgeable and skillful people who came back to give back to society. And there was an organization called the ACS, the American Colonization Society, founded in America, so popular repatriating free state back to Africa. Right? Now, you see the excitement of the arrival at the Providence Island, and here you see what? You're facing a song, freedom. This is where we belong. But prior to the arrival of the free state, Liberia was called the Pepper Coast, or as Ghana was called the Gold Coast, right? And then the name Christopher was once there before it was changed after one of the United States presidents called James Monroe, right? Now, on the side, there you will see the Kano bomb. That's a replica of the Kano material Nipo used. The action all starts around here at the time the traditional people were here. The indigenous were here carrying on their own practices. We had the Dengola, the Ban, and the Mambamba, so they were all here. But then when the Christians arrived, they were welcomed at the Providence Island. Just small space, 10 to 22-kilometer land space in the land that they decided to come through. They were the Hasson from the indigenous people. In Liberia, there were two major battles, the same battle, the Battle of Crime and Foyer. This battle was all about the land. The settlers who arrived wanted to gain supremacy and control the land and the people. So they said, no, we have to go to war. Now, you see that there is, and it's material Nipo. He came along with the free state. Material Nipo is a American Liberian who came here in the 1820s in Liberia to Liberia. But she remember in Liberia history as a brave woman and a human. She mastered the courage in this battle between the indigenous and the settlers when she used the canoe gun. This canoe gun you see around here, the symbolic one, is the one that gave the free state victory over the indigenous people. But the indigenous people are the people, the custodian of the land. They own the land. All right? But they have to fight for the land.
Okay.
Now, talking about slavery in Africa, this was a close of enslavement in the time of slavery. Remember the Gory Island in Senegal, and there's a place in Ghana and the Sherwood Island where they used to go there. Carry them to go work on the plantation on the farm for the slave masters. Right? Now you see a broken chains. That shows you that freedom. As you see the statue of Liberty with the chain at the feet, that represents freedom. Right? This man is a free man. That's how in Liberia we have the Bar Satanion. That is from 1822 to 2022 was 200 years of the return of the free state. The return as free men and women. All right? Now, if you go up there, you'll see our first and seventh president, who migrated to Liberia in 1829 with his family, right? He was a politician and a businessman, Joseph Jimmy Rawa. He became the first president. He became the seventh president of Liberia. Born in the United States of America. Father white, mother black. He was born March 15, 1809. A politician and a businessman, as I said, but they were the one who were regarded in Africa and Liberia as one of the greatest men. Joseph Jimmy Rawa became the first man in Africa to become president and the first man to become president in Liberia. All right. Now, as you can see here was the peace accord. The indigenous and the settlers, they are in a peace reconciliation. This was reconciliation meeting. After they fought the war, the settlers won. But they said we cannot work alone. We are you people. We have to work alone. They called them back. They sat down and they had a peace talk, a dialogue. Here you will see King Saboso Kamara, who was from Bapuru country, or Mandingo man, right? He served as mediator between the two groups because he could understand English very well. He was trading with the Portuguese, the French, and the British. Now, then we have to Long John from the back, to Long Peter. All these are indigenous representatives, chiefs, and kings. On the side was the settlers. You have Robert Stockton, you have Thomas Buchanan, was the head of the Commonwealth period. All these guys, that was a peaceful reconciliation. Now, on the side was our flag. There were 7 ladies who made these flags, right? And Suzanne Louis were head of the team. Now, here was Joseph Jimmy Rawa, our first president, and the indigenous people. You can see that all of them, they are pledging allegiance to the flag. It's red, white, and blue. There are 3 colors, red, white, and blue, and 1 star, and 11 stripes. The Lone Star, the first independent state in Africa. Broad declared independent. July 26, 1847. Right? Now you look here, you'll see our 11 stripe right here, representing 11 men who signed the declarations of independence. And then here you see for a young man who portrayed the future, the flag lies on the shoulder of the young people. That's a country. Right? They are the future leaders. Now you come on the side. This was a vision of that. See right now? This represents education. Liberia, after we got our independence in 1847, Liberia in Africa is one of the countries that started, they had educators very soon. All the free states, they were educators, they were educated people. They began to start educating people in the 18th century, teaching those people how to read and write, right? The University of Liberia, you see today, is one of Africa's best universities. It is because of the Civil War and some distraction from the war. Now you look here, you see our lady, that's family, marketing, business, trade, right? Now you see Saba, you see agriculture, that's agriculture, farming. And Liberia has a very fertile soil. Now you throw a seeds at your backyard, you see it germinate. You see it begin to grow, right? So that was what it was. And on the side was industries, as you can see here. Industries, factories, company, and Liberia do export and export. We export rubber, we export iron ore, these are some of our resources. And we got even found out Firestone here, one of the largest raw company in the world, Firestone, right? Talk about Windows Day, Lampo, iron ore, right? This company industry, all right? Now you look on this side, you see the Ducor Hotel and something. That was the first 5-star hotel in West Africa and Africa. Intercontinental hotel, built by the Pan American Airlines. As you can see this place right now, in the 1960s, that was an official opening. But it's still being abandoned today. And within the church, unity, people, but you see nothing important going there because it was about the 14-year civil war that we had in Nigeria. 14-year civil war. The Cold War. That's why it's still being abandoned. Yeah.
And I think it is about time people try to see how best to renovate some of these places because It comprises of so many Liberians, sir. And those places, sometimes they're good, you keep it very neat. When people come, even the government generates some revenue from there. Because people come in to see those places, it is very good.
This is the lighthouse of Ducor. This lighthouse was the first structure to be built of the was built in the 19th. This was used to direct the ship with the light on the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. As you can see now, because of the 14-year Civil War, this lighthouse has been damaged. It's not functioning anymore. But this was the first structure in the 19th.
So, they use this light to direct people here
To direct
during
the
that
ship.
time?
Yeah, during that time. But
Okay.
technology has improved now. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
During those days, there was no GPS or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I think that was very smart.
Yes.
I mean, sir, in here.
Yeah, that's a 9-story building.
Nice, sir.
Yeah, 9-story building.
400 rooms, right?
Yeah, up to 300.
300 rooms. Okay. Okay, we are going up to the light. We have to see some places up there. So, we are going up. So, we are going up, as you can see. Okay.
As a lighthouse,
This is
take
the
that.
lighthouse.
Be
We have
careful.
to come up and see some of.
Those things that were in the lighthouse. Just use the steps and go up. As a lighthouse, he's trying to get there so that you can see the light that have been damaged.
So, we are currently up to the lighthouse. As you can see, this is a structure. You have a very clear view of the building. As you can see this. And then we turn aside, we are to West Point side. Where? Johnson going West Point. The trees. You can see. So this is West Point. As you can see, the port behind as well. But just like we are very far from there.
Yeah, that's all we need. And we ain't gonna worry, ain't in a hurry. Everything is going our way. We're gonna have some good times with good friends, making good
Yeah, this is for bathroom for people that are coming around. Maybe you would like to use a bathroom. This is a place that is under construction. As you can see, is the web. So I think people are putting more time to this. So this is good. I love it actually, because places like this, we come here sometimes. You are pressed, you want to use a bathroom. You don't need to get out from here. Just come here and use the bathroom and do whatsoever you want and continue with your tour. So as you can see, this place looks so much beautiful, We have to do those things for ourselves. We don't need to wait for people to come outside and do it for us. Playing football as well. So this is where I used to school. Many goals. Yeah, many goals. So this is the place. This is my home page. So yeah. This is a structure, the side. Yeah, I think this is the front view of the Ducor building. This is the front view, if I make a mistake. But if you think I'm wrong, kindly correct me in the comment section.